Hello everyone, this is Ethan with the Scanlily team, and today we're going to be talking about how to optimize your organizational approach using locations within Scanlily. So Scanlily has three primary tiers of locations. The first tier is your address, perhaps your home. Below that we have locations within the address, perhaps an attic, a garage, a specific room, etc. And then below that we have containers, which are just things that contain other items. So let's go ahead and open up the Scanlily app and see how these three tiers of locations can be used in your organizational approach. So once we've opened up the app, let's take a look at addresses. If we go over to settings, then subscriber profile, and scroll to the bottom, we can see what your address is currently set to. If you're a regular user, you'll just have this one address that you can change at any time. If you're a pro or business user, you can click on the address and see all the different addresses that you have at your disposal. Now let's take a look at locations. Moving a little further in, we can click on locations and see all the locations that I've already created for this specific address. We can always create new ones at any time as well. So now let's move on back and see how this works in actual items. Moving back to our items list, we can see all of our different items. For example, let's click on Bobcat. We can see its address is currently set to the field office with the location set to barn. Now, how would we use this with containers? Well, let's move over to the containers menu and see all the different containers we've created. For example, though, if we were to click on the garden tool set, we can see that its address and location are already set and all the different items within the container. Now, it's important to remember that if you create a container, the address and location will automatically be applied to all the items within the container. Now, how would we add something to the container or create a container in the first place? Well, if you're using a Scanlily QR code, whenever you scan that QR code, it will ask you, do you want this to be a container or an item? And if you were to manually add something, or if you already have something created, this is how you would do it. For example, let's click on Art Kit. Once we've done that, if we wanted this to be a container, all we'd have to do is click on the Scanlily icon in the bottom right hand corner and click on Change to Container. Once we've done that, this art kit is now a container. In order to add items to the container, all we have to do is click on one of our three options here: Manual, Search, or Scan. For example, let's do one manually. If we click on Manual, it will automatically pop up a new item. We can make it a paintbrush, for example, add an ID if we want, and either click on Add or Add and add another. Add will just add it to the container, add and add another will make it add to the container and give you the option to add another manually. In our case, let's click on Add. Once we've done that, it gets added to the container. We can see it down at the bottom here, and it will already have the address and location as this container. Well, that's about it for the three levels of locations within Scanlily. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.